가자. 개무소. 잘 모르겠는데? 파우치하면서 진화를 선택. 오케이, 개무소. 뭐야? 아, 또 화면 또. 그렇구만. 아, 이거 또 화면 난리 났네. 안 그러더니. 아, 이거 한 번 이러면 좀 오랫동안 이러던데. 아, 귀찮게 되는구만. 얘도 뭐 퀘스트 있나 본데. 꼬링크. 근데 아까 내가 꼬링크 잡지 않았나? 아, 귀엽네, 귀여워. 우선 여기로 가야 되니까. 도감 과제. 음, 회피하라. 아, 구르기구나. 아직 선배 노릇에 빠져 있구만. 아, 요 버튼이구나. 아, 그래? 여러 번 잡아야 돼? 잠깐만, 25번 잡아야 되는 거야? 와, 잠깐만, 이거 장난 아니네? 아, 이거 계속 이러네. 야, 오늘은 그냥 호그와트나 할까? 아, 좀 불안정하네, 게임이. 아, 그냥 호그와트로 바꿔야겠다. 요거는 끄고. 호그와트 가자. 뭐 쉐이더 또 준비. 게임 낄 때마다 준비해야 되나? 됐다. 아, 이거 바꿔야지. 음악, 사운드, 대화. 그 말고를 이렇게 다 바꾸자. TV로 바꾸고. 됐어. 가볼까? 새로운 퀘스트? 위즐리. 저쪽이구나. 이쪽이네. 조각상? 얘인가?
Fills our stout hearts with joy to be in the presence of such arrogance.
뭐야?
Revelio.
뭔가 있는데? 와, 이번 분수.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same
얘는
thing.
그 노예
You
아니구나.
could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near, what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what
아직
you told
의심하고
me.
있네.
Isn't there?
이거를 말해야 되나? 아, 개구 닌자님 안녕하세요.
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the
아,
details.
포켓몬이요? 아, 아까
mentioning only a
저
few
화면이 좀 안
stats.
좋길래
Revelio, was it?
깜빡이길래
Lumos?
That's correct,
좀 이따
Professor.
나중에 다시 하려고요.
Like
지금 요것 좀 하려고요.
Streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
추가 과제.
I'm not sure I have time for extra assignments, Professor.
You shall find the time. You'd be astonished to know just how much you
아,
don't
이거
know.
참 교수 입장에서 보네.
Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your
이제
own
지팡이
wand to be far
사러 가나?
I've never
마법서.
heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
올리벤더.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
많긴 많구만. 가보자.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your
부다
first
샤펄이요?
visit
아니
to
아직 안
the
해봤어요.
classmates.
그거는 아마 다음 달에 할 것 같아요.
Perhaps Sebastian
아니면
Sallow
이번
or
달
Max
말이나?
Ioni. I've noticed you spending time with them.
아, 이렇게. 동료를 데리고 갈 수가 있구나. 그럼 세바스찬.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid
Rookwood.
him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a beer at the Three Broomsticks.
오케이, 가보자. 로넨 교수와 대화하고 첫 번째 과제를 받아라. 퀘스트 형식으로 부여받고 완료하면 새로운 주문과 같은 보상을 획득. 첫 번째 과제에 대한 보상은 수리 마법.
Ah, there you are.
여기 있으시구만.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm Reparo. Fixes things right
어,
up.
그래요?
Makes a
다크라이?
broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than
야,
one
그럼
would
부다 샤펄
imagine.
무조건 해야겠네.
As Professor
감사합니다.
Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me.
아,
We
참
will have you
까다롭네.
casting
중간
Reparo
알려주는 거.
in no time.
소드 실드는 쉐임이.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
어떤 걸 해야 되냐? 조각상 근처에 날아다니는 페이지 수집. 어둠의 마법 방어탑에서 날아다니는 페이지 수집.
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
페이지.
Revelio.
야, 근데 여러 가지 또 연동이 많군요. 저기 있다.
Revelio.
이거 맞추는 게 아닌가? 아, 요렇게. 나 때려서 해야 되는 줄 알았네.
A flying page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant.
고양이. 귀엽네.
I trust the preliminary tasks.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and
발음과
movements.
동작의
I want to
신중.
see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand
와, 이건
is
좀
a conduit
많이
of your magic.
둥글둥글하네. 아, 그래요? 별의별 게 많군요. 완전 진짜 다 연동시켜놨네. 아, 근데 레츠고는 안 할 것 같은데 어쩔 수 없구만. 와. 아, 그래, 요런 거. 처음에 그 박사가 다리 만들었을 때 요거였나?
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by
호수?
the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover
아,
feeling too
요거.
accurate and lashed out.
Reparo.
요거 아니야? 저건가? 뭐야? 이야기가 끝났네? 이거 아닌가?
Lumos. Levioso. Reparo.
이거 같은데 아무것도 없어. 그러게, 그 상술 같아요 진짜. 근데 참 상술인 거 알면서도 걸리는 게 어쩔 수 없다라고 생각되기도 하고. 아, 이거야? 아닌데?
Levioso.
뭐야? 아, 필드 가이드. 아무튼 지금 할 수 없나 보네. 아무튼 부다샤펄, 아르세우스, 그리고 소드 실드. 참 할 것도 많네요. 이 움직일 것 같은데?
Revelio.
뭐 움직였는데?
Accio.
아닌가? 소리가 났는데. 세바스찬.
Fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge.
아, 다크라이도
I'm told you're in dire need of
환상이에요?
supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place, self-contained too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
호그스미드, 여기 영화에서 봤던 곳이려나? 다른 곳이려나? 여기야? 아니지, 여기는 아직 학원 아니잖아.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you. Speaking of
야,
Weasley,
진짜
she
잘
seems to have taken
만들었다.
quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention. do you?
징계를 받았다?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded.
아, 이렇게 밖으로 가는구나.
Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
스크림너?
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment.
뭐지 이거?
Excellent spot to gather
풀잠자리.
They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient.
신기하네. 와, 예쁘게 잘 만들었다. 배경.
Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look,
What's going on?
금지된 숲?
see for
Oh.
yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
You think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
맞아, 히포그리프.
Absolutely.
Likely already.
아, 여기가 금지된 숲이구나.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
어,
Oh, hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead.
여길 지나면 호그스미드.
Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh?
Oh.
Any you'd like to share
Whoa.
with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling.
야, 여기 다니면 진짜 지루할 일은 없겠다.
I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
그럼 얘도
Unfortunately,
거의
I've
죽음을
seen quite a bit
경험했나 보네.
myself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack.
아, 아리님 안녕하세요.
The year isn't as eventful.
뭐야, 디아루가도 잡을 수 있어요? 야, 아르세우스 꼭 해야겠는데.
Mr. Moon. He's the Hogwarts caretaker.
원래 포켓몬 하려다가 포켓몬 약간 화면이 깜빡여가지고
Hello, Mr. Moon.
만지기 귀찮아서 호그와트 하고 있습니다.
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Snow.
글래드윈 문?
Turn and run.
얘 술 취한 것 같은데?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
놀라서 그렇구나.
What did Mr. Moon?
Demi guys.
데미 가이즈?
Terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state.
호그와트요? 이거 좋아하시면 할만하죠. 저도 해리포터 뭐 엄청나게 잘 알고 이런 건 아닌데 그래도 좋아하긴 해서 팬이라면 진짜
Sister in Slytherin too.
하면 진짜 그 우선 만족도는 최상일 것 같아요. 아직 초반 부분이긴 하지만 만족도는 최상입니다. 해리포터를 좋아하는 입장에서 안 좋아해도 이 정도면 최소 상급이지 않을까.
If one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it.
그래픽도 깔끔하고 잘 만들었고 저도 완전 팬은 아니에요. 근데 재밌더라고요.
told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
맞아, 지팡이.
Yes. Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town square.
플레이 시간이요? 글쎄요, 제가 아직 초반이라
Remember,
그거까진 모르겠네요.
it's Hogsmeade.
지금 이거 한지 한 2시간도 안 됐을걸요? 2시간 좀 넘었나? 제 플레이 시간까지 말하기에는 너무 적게 해가지고. 아, 별표 장난감 가게 3 브룸스테이크스 술집 버터 맥주 호그와트 여관 광장 찻집 간식들 헤어스타일 마법 동물 프랜차이즈 전 여기를 가야겠네. 올리벤더스
Merlin's blooming beard, not again.
I'll be right with.
그래요?
It's you. Just a moment, please.
그런 식으로 모티브가 있구나. 하긴 그
Hello, sir. I'm looking
볼트로스 약간 그런 거 같긴 했던데.
It's about time.
Yes, about time.
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not?
얘는 어떻게 이렇게 바로 알아?
Saying, of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes.
26.75cm.
Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do.
하긴 여기는 이거 지팡이로도 데미지 이런 거 바뀌려나? 좋아 보이는데?
Go ahead, swish.
뭔가 이상한데?
How odd. Once more, come on. Really swish it.
오예,
Oh dear.
왜 이래?
Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find
잘못 준 거
something,
아니야?
don't worry. No, not
아,
you.
다른 거 주는구나.
Perhaps
성별도 있어요? 신기하네.
yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try.
보통 환상 포켓몬들은 그런 거 없던데. 오야,
Oh goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing.
굉장히 어려운데?
Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are.
보라색?
Yes,
초록색.
I think you might be the one. Here, take it.
뭐야? 고리 암갈색, 단풍나무, 불사조 깃털의 놀랍도록 잘림. 길이는 36.25cm겠지? 지팡이 스타일. 바꿀 수 있나?
How intriguing.
이게 나은데? 이거는? 아니다, 이게 낫다. 종류. 바꿀 수가 있어?
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
근데 뭐 이게 다르나 싶다. 이런 거 종류만 바꾸는 거겠지?
Curious indeed.
건나무, 밤나무, 삼나무.
How intriguing.
근데 길이는 안 바뀌는 것 같은데. 아무튼 이렇게 하고. 그래요? 성별이 있는데 100% 그렇게 바뀌는군요. 오. 뭐야? 강력한 마법, 안정적인 마법, 다양한 마법. 이게 나한테 강력한 게 나은 것 같은데?
Heartstring wand is most powerful and learns quickly.
이렇게 하자.
What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you
그래요?
learn from it.
I'm eager
근데
to try
아직
it out.
뭔지도 잘
I would imagine
몰라가지고.
so. A wand with a dragon heartstring core is capable of dazzling magic. And the bond between you and your wand should
지팡이
only
이제 못
grow
봤구나.
stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
아무튼 영어 끝났네. 아, 그래요? 그 6마리밖에 없구나. 근데 전설도 그런 게 있다니 좀 신기하긴 하네요. 여기 맞지? 토마스 브라운.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda's student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here, Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor
여기서 그럼 마법
Weasley.
배우고 쓸 수
That's
있나
certainly
계속?
something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I too seeing it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look. Let's look at what we have, shall we?
구매. 마법사. 빵원이네?
If you're interested,
아,
feel
돈이
free to take a look
없구나.
around at the rest of my inventory.
아, 그래요? 그것도 100%가 있군요. 우선 이쪽으로. 여기구나.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
오, 진짜 그럴싸하게 잘 만들었어.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang.
라왕?
She deigns to come here. Though I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your
많이 주려나? 대량 필요.
Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spell.
그래요? 암수
Make
100%가
no mistake,
있구나.
They are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses. And I unveil new ones
신약도
from time to
공개.
time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we? What can I do for you today?
에두루스. 이거는 방어력 증가인가 본데. 치료약 제조법.
Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
탐색. 뭐 아이템도 주는구나. 뭐야? 여긴 것 같은데.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds
역시.
Professor Weasley arranged for me to collect.
Ah, the dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year. You must be positively reeling from it all.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo.
아, 켄터로스가 100%, 밀탱크는 암컷 100%.
By the way, and this is my shop, the Magic Neep. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm heading away inside now, can I?
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me. But what say we get you a packet of Dittany seeds?
맞아, 마카씨앗. 요거 가져오려고 했지.
You're after something fresh. Do have a look around. Plenty of
그럼 이제
ingredients to pick
돌아가면
your
되나?
interest, I'd wager.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find
세바스찬.
Sebastian.
어? 오케이. 잠깐만. 전체 화면. 품질. 이거는 딱히 필요 없을 것 같고. 그때랑 똑같구나. 퍼포먼스로 갈까? 확실히 프레임이 더 높아지긴 하는데 크게 차이는 없네. 품질로 가자. 하긴 그 밀탱크는 그럴 것 같긴 했어요. 그거 하긴 있는 게 좀 희한하긴 하지. 여기 혼자 있구나.
I officially have all of my supplies.
Excellent.
Did you get what you needed for your sister?
I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster now. Let's see what else we can get up to.
오? 뭐야? 어? 오? 트롤 아니야? 아니 왜 어그로가 얘한테 끌려?
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
포켓몬이요? 오늘은 아마 낮엔 안 할 것 같고, 오늘 만약 한다면 저녁 늦게 아마 할 것 같아요. 만약 한다면. 오. 아 잠깐 나 맞은 것 같은데? 이렇게 벌써 싸우네? 뭐야? 던지나? 아 이거 안 되네. 방어 안 되네.
A taste of his own medicine.
아 이것도 방어 될 줄 알았더니 안 되는구나. 아 오늘 저도 그거 하려고 했는데 화면이 조금 안 좋아가지고 이런. 화면이 중간중간 계속 깜빡이더라고요. 그래서 그냥 호그와트 하게 됐습니다. 오늘은. 오. 요렇게만 해야 되나? 계속? 하긴 아직 마법을 많이 안 배웠으니. 고대 마법을 부른다. 포켓몬이요? 아 그게 이 하드웨어적 문제여가지고 도와주셔도 의미가 없는 거예요. 제가 알고 있는 거여서 가끔 이래서 방법이 없어요.
By yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are.
아마 오늘 저녁 늦게 오시면 될 것
I'd say
같아요.
help is a bit of an understatement.
그때 아마 포켓몬 할 수 있을 것 같으니까.
The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they
루스싱어?
were.
Of course, officer.
아
Singer,
경관이야?
Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
그렇구나. 아 이제 고쳐야 되는구나.
Repairer. Good as new. I'll go and see what he wants.
아마 오늘 저녁 10시나 11시쯤 할 것 같아요. 야 너무 편리한데?
One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about.
네 개. 또 어디지? 저기 있네.
Repairer. Lucky they didn't do more damage.
이건 아닌가? 아, 아니구나. 아, 그래요? 그럼 어쩔 수 없죠. 아, 이렇게 싹둑 잘라? 오. 야, 요런 것도 있네. 마지막 하나가 이런 것도 있구나. 고칠 거 하나 어딨지?
Reparo.
아, 이거였어? 아니, 아까 상자라길래. 5시요? 제가 그때 오늘은 저녁 약속이 있어가지고 그때는 못할 것 같네요.
Mr. Hill was just singing your praises.
여기 뭐 하는 곳이야? 옷집인 것 같은데.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merit.
멀린의 혼장.
But I can offer you something much more useful. I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were.
아, 그럼 옷도 스펙에 들어가는구만.
And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes, in thanks for what you did today.
오케이, 받아야지.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the
알겠습니다.
least I can do. Now, let's try
아무튼
this.
10시나 11시쯤 킬 수 있으면 킬게요.
Plenty for your perusal
그때는
today.
포켓몬 할 거니까.
Take your time.
아, 이렇게 공격력, 방어력. 오, 전설인데 슬롯 때문에 그런가? 스펙은 크게 차이 안 나는 것 같은데. 아하. 마인크래프트요? 아니요, 마인크래프트는 안 해요. 아, 이렇게.
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two, wouldn't you? Might help me forget that I was almost pulverized by a troll.
I'd say that I agree with you.
Perfect. The 3 broomsticks is just this way.
I sell even more
Revelio.
worthy items, should you be inclined. Welcome to peruse my shop at your leisure.
잠깐만, 옷을. 오. 오, 괜찮네. 의상은 아직 없고, 장식 없고, 보구 안 쓰는 게 낫다. 마크요? 마크는 진짜 여러 가지가 많더라고요. 엄청 다양해가지고. 아, 뿅아리님 안녕하세요.
Assuming it isn't utter bedlam in there, you might even meet Sirona, the owner. She's a good one to know.
무슨 이벤트 또 있나? 뭔데 따라다니지? 얘잖아.
You said you could get to the
여기
troll
또
when they
있네?
came to Hogsmeade. that all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
잠은 잘수록 늘어나더라고요.
Let's go.
야, 근데 왜 쟤네들이 여기 있냐?
Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
야, 포켓몬뿐만 아니라 마크도 열심히 하시는군요.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
도망쳐야 되는 거야? 근데 호그와트로 안 돌아가도 되나?
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well.
목소리 왜 이래? 여자야, 남자야?
Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me.
버그인가? 아니지? 목소리.
Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one. Single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are...
어? 바로 왔네.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Sirona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me.
여기가
I said
다 얘
my
친구구만.
friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The 3 broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
다행히 여기가 도와줬네.
You've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls? Ranrock and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
I promise to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later.
점점 상태가 안 좋아지는구만.
On that note, I think we should head back to
근데
the castle.
호그와트 안전하게 돌아갈 수 있나? 밖에서 대기 탈 것 같은데.
I'm certainly glad Sirona was there. Told you she was one of the good ones.
I can see that. She didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood and Harlow.
I think you'll need to tell me why Victor Rookwood has you in his sights. But we can talk later. For the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley's certain to hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. Don't want to risk another detention for getting back after hours.
어? 바로 돌아갈 수 있나? 오. 야, 이건 편하네. 걸어가야 될 줄 알았는데. 벌써 한숨 잤어? 빠른데. 그러면 퀘스트 피그 교수와 다시 만나기. 아, 비밀 곁 이것도 있지. 비밀 결투. 부엉이 우편? 만나서 얘기 좀 하자. 그린고치에서 찾은 로켓에서 뭔가를 발견. 그래? 그러면 메인 퀘스트부터 갈까?
Why would Slytherin put his common room in the dungeon?
야, 근데 이렇게 돌아다니는 것도 재밌네.
Accio. Levioso.
공격은 안 당하고
Revelio.
뭔가 프로텍트가 걸려 있는 것 같은데. 아, 이쪽이 아니네. 굉장히 멀리 있구나. 여기 기억난다. 아, 여기 뭐였더라? 교장. 교장이 이렇게 시켰구나. 안에 없네. 뭐야? 왜 앉아서 일어나?
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that
어,
dark
맞아.
glow like the dragon collar.
얘 눈썰미가 좋은데.
Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls too?
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade with Rookwood.
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's
나중엔 호그와트까지 들어오는 거 아니야, 이거?
what we found in that vault.
얘네들 좀 대담한데?
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the
그래요?
goblins at Gringotts are no
여러 가지
followers of
만드셨나 보군요, 만화 캐릭터.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes, yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
저기 오른쪽 아래 저건가?
It's the library.
도서관.
Restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
아, 피그 교수한테는 안 보이는구나.
And I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But, sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've
얘는
honed your
트롤한테까지
defenses magic
공격 당해놓고
further, come and see me.
아직 정신을 못 차렸구만.
I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
로켓의 비밀 완료. 잠깐 화장실 좀 다녀올게요. 21개가 만화 캐릭터예요? 애니메이션 좋아하시나 보군요. 그렇네요. 잠깐만, 챌린지 1%? 전체구나. 그러게, 다 깨려면 엄청 오래 걸리겠는데? 빡세겠군. 아무튼 만나러 가봅시다. 지도. 어디로 가야 될지 모르겠다. 그냥 걸어가자. 저는 그 나이아는 뭐지? 이게 아닌데. 나이아는 그 완결나면 보려고 아예 안 봤고요. 원피스는 신간 나올 때마다 사서 보고 있죠. 너무 복잡해. 여기 있군. 저 눈.
I believe we have some matters to discuss.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to
네,
teach me,
만화책으로
Professor.
보고 있습니다.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio,
Incendio?
a fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do
공격
us
마법까지
harm.
된다 이거지.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio.
저는 빠르게 보는 걸 좋아해서 애니메이션으로는 못 보겠더라고요.
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
교차한 지팡이? 루칸 브레틀비와 주문 조합 연습 한 라운드 완료. 뭐야? 어? 아, 얘가 파브스인가 보구나.
Where she said I could swim, did you Praxia? As long as for only one time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory.
야, 요런 애 상호작용도 있네.
He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp. Sought to
아, 해리포터 안 보셨어요?
inside of a jar.
야, 해리포터를 나중에 기회 되시면 보는 거 추천드립니다. 정말 재밌어가지고.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
뭐야? 얘 언제 여기 있었어?
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
나이아도 굉장히 인기가 많구나.
I'm flattered to hear that.
하긴 오랫동안 하는 거 보면
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course.
어차피 해야 되니까 해보자.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you can duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
한번 쏴보자.
We'll make you regret signing up.
초기 라운드. 아, 레비오소. 노란색 방벽을 부술 수 있다. 잠깐만. 우선 얘부터 끝내. 아. 올려보내고 피해주고. 야, 근데 너무 아프게 때리는 것 같아. 아, 네, 맞아요. 특성 봤어요. 상태 이상 안 걸리는 거. 타보자고 좋더라고요. 저도 그래가지고 빨리 만들어 봤습니다. 그거. 학교 챔피언.
Count me in.
I shall. In fact, the second duel is ready when you are. And as a fully initiated member, you now have access to the official
훈련용 인형?
training dummy. Very good way to master spell combinations. Come and see me, and I'll set it up. Again, congratulations on your first crossed wands victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
우선 한 번 더 해야 되잖아.
Glad you're back.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of crossed wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up.
모령 이로치요? 아니요, 그거는 없네요.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
아니, 혼자 할래.
I'll be dueling solo.
Then let's get to it.
Ready to get thrashed?
apologies in advance.
뭐야? 어? 1대2야? 아니 뭐야? 아, 변하기도 막아요? 상태 이사뿐만 아니라? 아, 그렇구나. 1대2일 줄 몰랐는데? 아, 뭐야, 1대3이야? 아니 잠깐만.
Reparo. Accio.
Don't shy away now.
Levioso.
뭐 1대3일 줄이야?
Accio.
아니 1대2도 아니고 1대3은 뭐... 어떻게 이렇게 되는 거야?
Levioso.
빨리 잡자. 아, 이거 피할 수 있었는데. 잘 가라. 또 방어막.
I could never duel like that.
근데 별로 어렵지 않은데?
Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken
10달 전이에요? 아, 그때는 제가 안 했죠.
They'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning. Or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then.
제가 포켓몬 스칼렛 바이올렛 한 게
So to speak.
최근이어가지고 주문 조합 연습.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands.
땅에 닿기 전에 모든
If you need
줌은
to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
아쓰요.
You'll get it.
아니 잠깐만.
Accio.
요렇게.
Excellent form.
Levioso.
That's it.
근데 모령 이로치는 무슨 색인가요? 아, 그래요? 차이가 거의 없어요.
Levioso. Accio.
아, 이렇게 7번 때릴 수 있구나. 신기한데.
I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
그러게요, 콤보가 있네요. 요건 몰랐는데.
Assignment's all finished.
돌아가자.
Perhaps I should stick to potions.
Come now, Annabelle. It was a long time ago.
아, 그래요? 아, 잠깐만. 아, 이거 맨날 AB 버튼 바뀌니까 알 방법이 없네. 이렇게 가면 되겠지? 이거 좀 익숙해져야지 안 되겠다. 좀 다른 데로 왔나 본데? 좀 복잡한 건 맞는 것 같아요. 네. 그래도 재미는 있어가지고 만약 나중에 기회 되신다면 해보는 걸 진짜 추천드립니다. 그 전에 해리포터 영화나 뭐 이런 거 보시면 더 좋고.
Perhaps I'll come back to this.
어? 아 맞아, 화염 주문. 아니 아 나 먼저 여기로 왔구나. 왠지 이상하다 했더니 모르겠고 그냥 걸어가자. 영화만 보셔도 꽤나 괜찮을 거예요. 이주인님 안녕하세요. 워낙 해리포터가 세계관은 진짜 매력적이라.
Kind soul help me. If only a new student were to help me.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate.
더블 배틀이요? 아니요, 지금은 어차피 알려주셔도 알지 못해가지고.
Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember,
충격파 치료 받으세요?
wand movement. Concentrate.
어디가 안 좋으신가 보군요.
Steady.
인센디오. 근데 이제 어디 이제 이렇게 바꾸는구나. 요렇게 괜찮네.
Good work. Feel free to practice in the classroom before you go. I've set up a few targets for
Incendio.
아, 쿨타임이 좀 긴데.
Incendio.
Getting it.
오케이.
Try not to incinerate yourself.
Accio. Levioso. Protego. Incendio.
Setting things
호호.
ablaze is certainly cathartic, isn't it?
아무튼 다 했으니까 가자. 피그 교수. 얘는 다시 안 되나? 안 먹히네? 아, 두 개가 이렇게 되는구나. 아, 잠깐만. 바꾸고 싶은데 안 바뀌어. 뭐야? 아니, 추가했잖아. 이건 왜 안 사라지는 거야? 이거 지금 약간 버그 걸린 것 같은데? 괜찮네. 메인 메뉴 저장하고 불러오기. 발바닥 아프셔서. 아, 그러시군요. 됐다, 사라졌네. 아, 이제 또 바뀌네. 아까 버그였나 보다.
Some kind soul help me.
아직도 버그가 있네. 씁쓸하구만.
Ah, there you are.
자, 이제 어떻게 하려나.
You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Heckard.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you.
아니.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student.
아, 정말 마음에 안 드네.
After all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
야, 타이밍 진짜 최악이다. 혼자 가야 되나?
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further.
아, 정말
I
권력자.
shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
세바스찬과 대화를 해라. 이러면 세바스찬이랑 가나?
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
역시 원래 가려고 하는구만.
Sebastian, there you are.
There you are. You promised me an explanation for what happened in the Three Broomsticks. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
이제 얘기해주나? 얘한테 얘기해도 상관없겠지?
Seems he's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale.
그런데 이렇게
Fig had this
탁 트인
portal
장소에서 말해도 되는 거야?
I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside
오늘
the
밤
library
도서관.
tonight, and tell no one.
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madam Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books. So do all that you can to avoid her. She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so lucky.
What will happen if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. but a word of caution or two will help.
폴터가이스트 피브스?
Avoid Peeves, the poltergeist. Aside from wanton destruction of property, he loves nothing more than telling on the likes of us.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
벌써 밤이야? 빠른데.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
투영? 아, 이거 또 바꿔야 되는구나. 아, 이거 마법 그 투명망토 그거 같은 느낌이 팍팍 나는데? 그러게 세바스찬 많이 도와주네요. 잡히면 퀘스트 실패. 소리도 안 내야 되는구나. 이거 완전 좋은 주문인데. 시선 끌고 어떻게 들어왔다.
Blast. The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
Damn. You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk.
야, 근데
Now,
저기 어떻게
here's
가?
what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
열쇠가 왜 필요하나?
Wait, why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this?
Alohomora. That's how I always used to get in. But the librarian twigged that I knew the spell and cast an anti-Alohomora charm on the lock. So now it's just this key. But don't worry. I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
잠깐. 그냥 천천히 들어가면 되지 않나?
The key.
너무 쉬운데.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
로토무요? 그거는 제가 나중에 포켓몬 할 때 그때 알려주세요. 지금 어차피 알려주셔도 알지 못해서. 그냥 이렇게 가면 되나? 뭔가 너무 쉬운데.
That wasn't so difficult after all. Now to find that book.
이쪽으로.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a drug by its cover, I say.
뭐야? 아야, 이렇게 디코이를 만들어라 이거구만. 근데 어차피 이제 아무도 없자. 뭐야? 저 유령도 도망쳐야 돼?
You aren't supposed to be. Must we encounter students at all hours of the day and night?
뭐야, 이거 들킨 거였어? 아, 이런.
I'll be quieter than a job.
살짝 까다롭네. 저기로 안 가는데?
If you're a mortal,
아니.
can't you leave us to rot about in peace? Out of here with you!
저거에 어그로 안 끌리는데? 낚시인가?
Ghost, don't let her see you.
이제 움직이네. 아까 왜 안 움직인 거야? 뭔가 알고리즘이 다른 건지. 이제 괜찮다.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? There's the Hogwarts matron.
마법에 걸린 채.
No, we've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now.
걔는 치료제 찾는구나 계속.
You're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being
여기 또
awfully
있네.
cryptic.
아, 이게 뭔지 알겠다. 얘도 그 투영 쓰고 가면 되지 않나 싶은데? 아, 투영 쓰고 이래야 열리는구나. 나이스. 뭔가 했는데 투영이었구만.
Secrets of the darkest arts. I'm impressed.
뭐야? 손가락인가?
Incendio.
효과는 없네. 피부스.
Sebastian Solo and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty.
그 얘는
Don't
I'm going to tell.
잠깐 쟤 잡아야 되잖아.
I'm going to tell.
아니면 그냥 강행 돌파해야 되나?
Blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go.
완전
Good luck in your search.
완전 멋있는 애잖아, 이 녀석.
Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to
아, 이제부터 혼자 가야 되네. 완전 상남자인데? 세바스찬? 아, 이렇게 돼 있구나. 아니 슬리델린 완전 그냥 의리파인데? 영화에서는 왜 이렇게 안 좋게 표현한 거야?
Traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this room.
가자.
That's it.
오. 좋아요.
Where might this lead?
고대 문고. 아 이것도 이거 해야 되는구나. 어? 아니야? 아 이거 맞추는 거야? 그렇구나.
Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
아 싸워야 되는 거야. 오, 야 데미지 살벌한데? 아 뭐야 뒤에 아니 언제 왔어?
Incendio.
아 피했는데. 고대 마법 능력은 공격에 성공하거나 데미지 EPS로 향상. 아, 콤보 10 이상부터 고대 마법의 오브를 생성. 그렇군. 뭔가 비밀의 방이 생각난다. 아니 뭐야? 아 던진 거야? 이 친구 이거 아프게 때리네. 근데 여긴 어떻게 가냐? 안 되는데? 어? 아니면 이걸로 가져와야 되나? 아닌데? 아직은 못하나 보네. 뭐야? 아 이게 끝나는 거였구나. 뭔가 더 없네. 빨리 가야 되네.
This must be the way forward, but to where?
여기 좀 복잡한데 길이. 한 번 더 때려야 되냐?
Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
거미집 모자? 전설? 근데 못 쓰나? 이런? 아직 레벨이 안 되는구나. 야, 잠깐만. 몇 마리야? 너무 많은데?
Accio. Levioso.
잡았네? 아, 빨리 잡아야겠다. 야, 잠깐만. 이게 낙사됨을. 아니, 이게 왜 맞... 애들이 빡세네.
Accio. Levioso.
그것도 낙사 있을 것 같은데? 이거 피할 수 있었는데. 너 낙사당이다. 아니, 잠깐만. 야, 이걸 죽을 줄은. 빡세네, 은근히. 낙사. 너도 낙사. 이게 낙사가 안 돼? 그렇지. 야, 다 낙사시키면 되는구나. 이렇게 편리한 게임이었다니? 잘못했다. 아니, 뭐야, 이렇게 쉽게 이길 수 있었어? 괜히 어렵게 싸웠네.
It is a book after all.
이것도 기억을 보는구나. 어디지? 비를 내리는구나. 뭐야, 쩔잖아. 대단한데? 이 정도 만들 정도면 마법이 아닌 것 같은데?
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
루그드?
Glad. Especially in light of your unusual
어?
situation,
얘도 5학년?
starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke
얘가
yesterday,
루그드구나.
you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
아, 얘가 그때
And yes,
그
I
조그만
did see
어린애구나.
spells of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too, but we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by
그래요?
a select few.
알겠습니다. 오늘 만약 방송 키게 되면 저녁에
Such we ask that you not
그때
speak
오실
to
수
anyone
있으면
about what
오셔서
we've discussed here today.
말씀 부탁드려요. 여기까지 뭐 크게 문제 없는 것 같은데 이 기억은 강력한 마법이라.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again!
결국 걸렸구만.
We were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster. But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight.
이미 다 알렸구만.
Has coerced you.
굉장히 고집스러운데?
You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else.
어?
I came alone.
뭐야, 상남자잖아.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
야, 저러면 퇴학되는 거 아니야? 감동적인데. (6렙이네) 이쪽이지. (12 마리나요? 얘는 뭐 말 없나?
Revelio.
이쪽인가? 저거네.
Incendio. Accio. Levioso. Reparo.
요것도 아니고. 아무것도 없네.
Revelio.
알겠습니다. 잘 받겠습니다. 그럼. 뭐야? 아, 책이지? 아무튼 시작해볼까? 책과 시련.
You cannot be serious.
샤프?
Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox. It's inconceivable. It's.
그러니까 은근히 디테일이 섬세해요.
I'll see what I can find out.
무슨
I
얘기일까?
was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look.
포켓몬 관련된 건 제가 포켓몬 키면 그때 알려주세요. 지금 알려주셔도 제가 뭐 적용을 못하니까.
These pages seem to be missing.
그러네, 이미 누가 찢어놨네.
Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
이유를 안다.
Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
마법부에 어떻게 말할 건가?
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to
약초랑
magic
마법.
than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn.
세바스찬은 끝까지 안고 가야지. 야, 근데 세바스찬 어떻게 되냐? 퇴학되는 거 아니겠지? 곱스톤 액체?
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield
뭐야?
as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
아, 언제 메일을 보냈어? 여기구나. 세계 지도? 오. 로어 호그스필드. 도적 캠프도 있어.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the
아,
assignment.
추가 과제. 환장하게 많구만.
See me in my classroom.
근데 얘네들한테 쓸 수 있나? 아, 안 되네. 아쉽다.
What was that for?
그냥 되는지 확인 좀 했어. 우선 요거, 아 잠깐만, 요거부터 해보고 싶은데. 외가두에서 온 소녀. 세계 지도. 아, 무조건 걸어가야 되는구나. 어쩔 수가 없네. 못 떨어지나? 아, 이건 좀 아쉬운데? 떨어져서 가고 싶었는데.
This cannot possibly be.
야, 근데 진짜 너무 비효율적으로 가는구나. 그냥 여기로 가면 되는 거 아니야? 근데 저쪽은 예전에 해그리드가 있었던 곳이었던 것 같은데. 잠겨있네? 마법 동물 교실. 그래, 역시 해그리드구만. 근데 여기도 해그리드는 없을 테고 누가 있으려나? 이건 뭐야? 독버섯. 근데 독버섯을 이렇게 가져가도 되나? 아, 지팡이 타고 싶다. 부엉이. 생각보다 갈 길이 머네. 여긴 뭐지? 그냥 창고 같은 곳인가 본데. 어떤 거야? 안 보여.
This looks intriguing.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
아, 이것도 말해줘도 상관없겠지.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
What does that mean?
I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Montevideo. I am not going to
악감정이
sit by
있구만.
and watch them destroy my new home.
근데 그렇게 위험해질 수가 있을 것 같은데.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own, and you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
어쨌든 도와준다 이거군.
Be on your guard.
좋은 친구야.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
뭐야? 외가도에서 온 소녀. 저건 뭐지? 저게 메인 퀘스트 같은데?
They must have come this way.
어둠의 마법사?
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back.
루구드.
Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
Students, you can't be...
어우,
Enough out of you.
이것들 봐라.
Leave her alone.
Nobody will miss.
이리 와. 잘 가고. 뭐야? 닭으로 변했어? 오. 얜 또 누구야? 필드 가이드의 컬렉션 섹션이 새로운 적 유형과 함께 갱신. 이걸로 때려야 되나? 요거구만. 너 살아있었니? 잘 가라.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
그러니까 여기 호그와트인데.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch
애쉬와인더?
to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little
아,
crows.
도적.
They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin, gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Here's what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
뭐야, 남자야?
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
약간 모르겠는데? 뭐지?
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them all around the area.
멀린의 시험.
The Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component.
향이 나는 아욱이 시험을 작동시킨다.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the
그래, 내가 지금
honors?
아욱이
We
있나?
can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet.
그래?
It's just over there.
그럼 가져가 볼까?
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the
잠깐
swell.
몇 개야? 기둥이 세 개인가? 아, 여기다가. 오.
Word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
그렇네.
This is uncharted territory. I am curious.
Incendio.
Merlin's beard.
이거네.
The flames make
그냥
the fire
찍어봤는데.
sick.
와우. 와, 예쁘다.
Yes, how beautiful. What a day. I can hardly believe it.
우와.
Revelio.
근데 이런 그냥 정원 소규모 정원 느낌인데?
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be
아무튼
careful
완료했네.
out here. Now I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes.
네, 좀 더 가져갈 수 없나? 아쉽네. 멀리네 시야. 장비 용량을 늘릴 수 있다. 야, 안경 디자인이 좀 씁쓸하네. 요게 낫다. 오, 왕의 위엄. 근데 전설 뭐 하나 얻었는데? 아, 요거. 진짜. 야, 이거 완전 찐따 같은데? 너무 애가. 이거 5학년이 아니라 한 10학년으로 들어온 것 같은데? 아니, 얘가 왜 이렇게 늙어 보이지? 갑자기 너무 늙었네. 약초학 수업. 이 완전히 안경까진 좀 이해해 주려고 했는데 모자까지 쓰니까 좀 애가 많이 나이를 먹었네요.
What am I missing?
내려가자. 아, 이걸 못 내려가. 아쉬운데. 약초학 수업. 오, 벚꽃인가?
Revelio. She growing Punja's onion again.
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class.
Oh?
A little treat for your auntie. Hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden.
야, 너무
We do look forward to growing
이질적이다.
together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we?
귀를 먼저 보고.
Protect our ears.
아, 우는구나. 또 그거.
Now, everyone, grip their mandrake
아, 뭔지 알겠다. 나도 귀 막아야겠다. 아, A 버튼 눌러야 되네. 역시 어렵구만.
should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease.
그러게요. 뭔가 투명하게 보여줄 그런 게 없나?
I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now for our
끝이야?
next task, we'll be
아,
planting dittany
박하를 심는다.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say. Nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
그 위질리아한테 준 씨앗.
Pick them up in Hogsmeade.
오케이.
You visited the magic neep.
그래 있구만.
Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle.
화분용 테이블에 박하 씨앗을 심어라.
Restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
요렇게. 아, 여기가 이런 식으로 파밍할 수 있겠구나. 10분 뒤에 5개.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to
중국산 깨무는 양배추?
the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse.
아마 있지 않을까요? 근데 아직 초반이니까 여러 가지가 숨겨져 있을 것 같긴 해요.
Kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
깨무는 양배추.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
오케이. 9개.
And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh.
Here we are. Home of the Chinese.
이거구나.
Grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your fingers.
이거 깨물면
Don't worry. Nurse Blake.
손가락 절단 나겠는데?
Trust me. You do not want to go through that. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it. They'll do the rest.
던져보라고?
Revelio.
아, 요렇게.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their
Wow.
mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
중국산 성능 확실한데요, 이거?
My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying
야, 이렇게 할 수 있구나.
But, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
쓸모 있을 것 같은데.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
오케이. 괜찮다.
With that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Don't see any bite marks or missing
근데
digits.
너무 위험한 걸 저렇게 놔둔 거 아니야?
You seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
끝인가? 오케이. 약초학 수업. 아직 4분 남았... 6분 남았네?
Relishing their new pots only cost me my damned hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendships. Kindness and
저장 좀 하자. 잠깐만. 오늘 여기까지 하도록 할게요. 여기까지 하고 제가 아마 오늘 저녁 늦게 빠르면 10시 정도, 늦으면 11시에서 12시 사이 이쯤 될 것 같거든요. 그때 켜서 그때는 포켓몬 좀 하도록 하겠습니다. 10시나 12시 사이. 원래 낮에 조금 살짝만 키려고 했어가지고 많이 못했네요. 아무튼 시청해주셔서 감사합니다. 여기까지만 하도록 할게요. 가보도록 하겠습니다. 빠이빠이요.